Did you know Abraham Lincoln lost 8 elections, failed twice in business, suffered a nervous breakdown, and then became one of the greatest presidents of all time? Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. Arguably the greatest competitor of all time got cut from his high school basketball team. Resolve and perseverance can sometimes come from our greatest challenges and disappointment, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit. Babe Ruth was known as the home run king, but did you also know that he struck out the most? What doesn't break you can make you stronger, can make you stronger. Can meaning you have to be the governor of your own mind, as David Goggins, former Navy SEAL and New York Times bestseller, like to say. Have you heard of Allison Felix? One of the most decorated track athletes of all time. When she got pregnant with her little girl, a famous shoe company cut her pay, stating she was not able to fulfill her duty because she could not compete in all the events. Instead of battling the shoe company, she decided to use it as motivation. She won the gold in Tokyo 2020 and launched her own shoe company, designed for women, by women, and poached a few designers from that shoe company to make it happen. A setback doesn't have to hold you back. Roadblocks are simply opportunities to overcome. You know what an alchemist does? They sear ore with fire to get gold, with fire. You don't get gold unless you withstand fire and enable it to chisel you into what you are made to be. Perhaps David Hollis, former Disney executive, said it best: a ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for. He had that tattooed on his forearm. You see, each of you are here because you decided at that point to venture into the sea. And you all likely faced and overcame considerable obstacles. In some cases, extraordinary obstacles. Working full-time, balancing kids in school, not always having enough money to pay the bills, worried about writing essays after many years out of traditional schools, struggling to believe in yourself. The list goes on, but you're here. You did it. You made it. I know Roberta is here. Graduated from Penn Foster College with an AA in business management. She's here. She shared with us that Penn Foster changed her life. You see, her mom passed away, and it was a struggle for her to balance school while helping to care for her younger siblings. She felt furthering her education was out of reach. She came to the US with her family for a better life, and the only way to pay the bills as an immigrant was to work odd jobs, 10 to 12 hour standing shifts. She was on the brink of giving up. She started Penn Foster and began to grow professionally, which led her to earning a position as a manager. Roberta knows obstacles and knows what it looks like not to give up. Renee is here. Renee was injured on the job and used the challenging circumstance to earn a certificate in residential electrician, completing coursework while in and out of surgeries recovering. Renee knows what it's like to overcome adversity. Alicia, graduating with her certificate in civil litigation, has a mother of 2 children, and one of those children's having a physical disability. Earning her degree online enabled her the opportunity to further her education and skills to achieve her goal. Tiffany, a James Madison High School graduate, did not give up, even when she doubted herself. Her kids and family are proud of her. We're proud of her too. Deshasha shared with us that she shed tears of joy when she completed her degree requirements. She's a 40-year-old mother who had 3 children. She had to put college on hold to care for them. Today, she earned her AA in psychology. Morgan is in the first of her family to complete high school. The list is a scroll that is a mile long. How many of you can relate with these students? I bet many of you have similar stories and obstacles that you've overcome. What would have broke most didn't break you. In some cases, it's what's made you. Will continue to make you. And this is just the beginning, one step of many. Like Jordan, Lincoln, Allison, Felix, and more, you are proof the obstacle can be the way. So keep climbing. Never give up. Always see the fork in the road as a challenge to overcome, not a reason to throw in the towel. Let me end with a quick story. when I was a younger teacher working with at-risk youth, my mentor invited a Holocaust survivor, Lydia, to speak with students. It was the first time I have ever witnessed them sit quietly and politely for an hour straight. That's a true story. Towards the end of her talk, after describing standing before Nazi leaders every morning, determining her fate, a student raised their hand and asked, "Why didn't you just give up? Run to the electric fence, take your life after enduring such suffering?" She thought for a moment and answered, "Hope. Hope to have a career, a family, to travel, to write. Hope. Hope," she told students, "is like light. When magnified, it can cut through steel." Congratulations, Penn Foster Group graduates. You are heroes in your own rights. Be proud, full of hope, confident that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to, no matter what the obstacles that will inevitably stand in your way. Congratulations.